Hear ye, and welcome to the number one listened to show in Lake County, the Abraham Drinking Podcast. We are coming to you live right outside the Lincoln Lounge right here in Mentor, Ohio. This is a show where we will talk about random bullshit for the next hour to an hour and a half. We are uncensored, unedited, and no holds barred, covering anything and everything from beer to bitches, rags to riches, sports to courts, bars to cars, music to movies, just about anything and everything. Please follow us across all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You can find us on all listening platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. I love that. He had to do it last week. He's like, oh, shit.
I was like, oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
But as always, I'm the sexy Gretzky George Gretzko alongside. Fuck.
Squirt.
No, there was a new one. There was a new one.
Big Booty Judy.
No, it's the Scallywag. Squirt Scooter. Big Booty Judy. The wild man. Edward.
Bullshit.
Scully.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. Don't even call me nothing. I want more. I told you I got to get another nickname.
I'm alongside the Yeater of Worlds, Christopher Stevo.
No, I'm not. No, I got to get another nickname.
And Mr. Dilbert himself.
You work
Aaron
on roofs, right?
Adam.
Can't you be the roof daddy? You're the roof daddy.
No, you could call me soulmate searcher or something.
No.
You know what? I like something with daddy in it. Sorry.
Huh?
I like something with daddy in
The
it.
Yeet Daddy.
No, but
No, can't be it.
not yeet daddy.
Not Eat Daddy.
Yeet.
Yeet.
You know what? He's smiling. He likes
So,
it. He likes
how's
that.
your daughter's OnlyFans account?
She dyed her hair blonde and everything
Oh,
now. I picked her up on
it
Friday. Her hair's all
started.
blonde now. I was like, oh, shit.
So it's begun. So it's begun. Chris, how the hell are you? You were in a rush and a little traffic on the way here, but you made it here right at 6, and we waited
I told you I went around Dead Man's Curve, and this black car was just weaving in and out of traffic like an asshole. And then when I got to Euclid, they blocked off the 2 left lanes, and somebody crashed into the wall like that. And it was that motherfucker. I was like, hell yeah. I'm glad that he didn't hurt nobody else. But, dude, when you drive like that, that's what happened. He must have lost control, hit the wall.
Dude,
but it was him.
But
I'm glad he did. Yeah, so do I, because you could kill innocent people driving, man.
Yeah.
An innocent family, an innocent, kid or something.
Cat?
But, yeah. Dare. You know,
Deer?
but whatever. But it was just him.
Fuck the deer.
So good for him, man. Idiot.
Little idiot bitch.
Oh, fucking punk.
Dilbert, how are you? Welcome back.
Pretty good. Getting some Sunny D out here.
Me and Chris,
Yeah, where you been the last few weeks?
Me and Chris, we said something. So before the ladies' night, if you don't make it that whole month of shows, so we're gonna do something to you at the ladies' night, Santa Claus.
You'll do something no matter
No,
what.
but this is
No, we're going to leave you alone.
Because you're gonna be taking pictures with all the ladies on ladies' night.
So I just got to go to all the July
You gotta
shows?
be every July show. You gotta be at, or else you better
It's
watch.
It's only like 3 Mondays, really.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
3 Mondays in a
4
row,
Mondays,
I think, right?
4 Mondays.
No, is it?
I think it's 4 straight Mondays.
It
me
depends.
see. I could be wrong.
Is
Might be
our,
only
is our ladies' night the 21st or the 28th?
25th.
No,
Friday the
actually,
25th.
1, 2, 3. It will be 3 because Monday doesn't.
So you gotta make
the
the
first
whole-
Monday is the 7th.
There's 20% of the podcast.
Yeah, you gotta
right
make
there.
it 3 weeks in
You
July.
think you're gonna be taking
He's
a
gonna
lot
go-
of pictures with ladies, dude? I'm gonna fucking. That'll be like.
He's gonna
one-
fuck
Be
'em.
like, I'll be finding like 14 soulmate. You think I'm definitely bringing whipped cream that night? I don't give a
there's
fuck
gonna be whipped cream.
what you guys say. I'm gonna bring at least 20 cans of whipped
I
cream.
always want whipped
That's
cream.
excessive.
I'm okay if you have
20
whipped cream.
cans.
If you went like this and whipped out whipped cream right now, I'd be really okay with it.
20 cans of whipped cream that night. We're gonna get sick, guys. So just so you know.
Ed,
All
how's
night.
it hanging?
I'm tired.
Oh my God, here we
Shocker.
go.
It's like 3 out of the 4 weeks he's tired.
I'm tired.
How short are your shorts?
Short
Fucking
enough.
ding dongs nearly popping
I know.
out.
I know.
I
You
don't
gonna
know.
show the ladies?
You gonna show the ladies?
He's smiling. I know.
He's
He's,
saying-
He's
on the
thinking of what
inside,
to
he
say
is.
right now. He's like,
You
what
gonna show the
should I
ladies
say?
your hoo-ha?
They can see it in person if they want.
I look at his
Ooh.
I look at his thighs. Thick thighs save lives, and they can
My
save mine.
hoo-ha.
What?
I looked at his thighs and he got blinded by the light.
I know.
That's all right. He's a
They're
little
pasty.
pasty. That's okay.
I got my SpongeBob boxer shorts on today.
Do you good? I love
Matching
those.
ones
Are
with your
you
daughter?
ready?
Yeah, me and Haley bought SpongeBob boxer shorts on Saturday, and I got a pair on today.
What is hers? Sandy cheeks?
Jesus, dude, he's always ripping on Haley. One day I'm going to bring her to the show.
He's like,
she's
I can't wait till she turns 18.
Yeah. One day I'm going to bring her to the show, and then you'll see. She's just like me. She's going to give a fucking to you, man.
All right, we want to remind everyone this Saturday at night, Midget Mayhem Professional Wrestling is back in Willoughby this Saturday night. Get ready for the smallest big show of the summer. Tricky Tortoise Brewing Company is going to be jam-packed in downtown Willoughby once again. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. and the show will start at 9 p.m. We will be live on commentary. Ed will not be there because he's working, but it's going to be me, Chris, Dilbert, Scotty, and Marcus is going to be there. We just don't know who's going to be on the commentary. Aaron might film like he kind of did for the comedy
You
show.
don't know who's going to be on commentary.
Well, we don't know if we're gonna have 5 or 4 of us.
Yeah, we
I
have 4 headsets, so Aaron might film.
I offered to do filming, but
Record it when we're live. So we're gonna make sure, but we'll be all right.
Do you have a crack in your glasses?
Yes, I've had it. Yeah.
He said that as long as I've known him.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
But yes, we will be on ringside commentary for Midget Mayhem Professional Wrestling this coming Saturday. We'll be live right to our Facebook page. Probably right around, starts at 9, probably right around 8:45 we would go live, somewhere in there. But tickets are on sale for that, so get your tickets.
I'm excited.
I want to see Aaron body slam a midget.
A midget body slam me. No, that would be fucking funny.
Like, I want to go on the top rope and splash you. Can I go on the top rope and splash you?
I wonder if they'll let us. We'll make a quick little video.
If they remembered
Yeah.
us.
They know us.
You could
'Cause I bet
clothesline me, and you could splash me.
Or just even a clothesline or
I know.
something stupid.
Can I RKO you?
Try not
We
to
could.
say something.
I just want to see Aaron roll and
I want to do a couple wrestling moves.
The fucking ring breaks.
Bonk, bonk.
Yeah, be like,
Hey,
bonk, bonk.
WWE
That's all the way
sometimes
that-
makes a ring break sometimes.
Yeah, that's how the show. That's how the show ends.
Yeah, and then we just pack our shit and just quietly walk out like it's like fucking nothing happened.
Here comes Dilbert in a King Kong Bundy outfit with the one strap.
He's
fucking
eating-
ring breaks.
He's eating the fucking turnbuckles like he used to did.
George the Animal Steel.
George the Animal Steel.
But yeah, join us for Midget Mayhem Wrestling this coming Saturday night. And once again, we want to remind everyone, Saturday, June 14th, 2 weeks away, is our second annual Let's Get Tanked pub crawl all throughout downtown Willoughby. You must register by this Friday, June 6th. If you don't register by Friday, you might not get a pub crawl shirt. It's $25 to attend. You'll receive a t-shirt, food and drink, specials, opportunities to win gift cards throughout the day, and most importantly, we get Chris Restivo drunk off his ass.
Yeah.
Woo!
Ooh, one full amaretto sour and I'm done. Real special, guys.
But join us for our Let's Get Tanked pub crawl. Ed, you
Which
ready
should be
for
some
this?
problem.
2 weeks away?
Yeah, I'm excited.
You sound excited.
Hey, are the shirts ready for the wrestling main event yet? For the
I
wrestling
won't
event?
have them till Saturday. You'll get it Saturday.
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah,
Or unless you're here, I'm going to probably print them Wednesday or Thursday this week.
I'll just pick mine up Friday.
Well, as I
night
said,
then.
if you have Friday, that's fine. But yeah, join us for the bar crawl, and then we already talked about it for a minute. Ladies' Night is returning to downtown Willoughby. Join us at Wessel's for Christmas in July. Ladies' Night celebration, Friday, July 25th from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. We will have a DJ 50/50 raffle, discounted drinks for the ladies, and you will be able to take pictures with Santa Claus.
When he says we're going to have a DJ, me and George are going to be DJing. George is going to play the music, and we're both going to have a fucking microphone. It's going to be fucking epic.
Ed's drunk already.
These ladies are blowing up my phone.
But this event
Already?
and more details, he did a few shots for the show. That's why he's tired.
And then the sun's on him.
The sun's
Makes it even
beating on
harder.
him, on his white skin.
Dude, his earlobes at the end are like crisp red.
And he's got
It's like
blue
raw.
Daisy Dukes on.
The sun, it could be a cloudy day and Ed gets burnt. It's raining and he gets burnt, for God's sakes.
Poor Ed.
All right, gentlemen, we're going to start off with a good story here. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a very funny fucking show tonight. All right. Story number 1. A Florida teacher by the name of Jennifer Wetzel was thrown into jail for having sexual relations with one of her male students, like normal, right? This male student reported the incident, though, to the authorities because the teacher's performance in the bedroom just wasn't good.
Oh.
The student said if he was going to risk it all to sleep with one of his hot teachers, the sex better be good.
Because he can't get in trouble, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think he could get in trouble.
I don't think so.
How old was he? Did he say how old he was?
You know what she didn't do?
Student, so I'm guessing probably
16, 17.
16, 17.
You know what her mistake was? She didn't spit on that thing.
She didn't give her the hot
tooey.
tooey.
What a shame, man. Like, you know what? Why not just give her a second
What
chance?
was bad about it? That's what I'm wondering.
You know what? Here's what's bad
Do you
about
think
it.
he has an
Here's the
OnlyFans
problem.
and he talks about it?
Here's the problem with fucking kids in today's society. They're fucking stupid. So you bang a teacher for the first time. It might be your first time with a fucking 16 or 17.
Only time ever.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Listen to me. So it might be her first time with a fucking 16-year-old or 17-year-old student. So she might have been a little nervous. So give her a second time, bro, you fucking idiot. You kids gotta learn.
Bro.
If it's your first time with a teacher and she doesn't perform right the first time, she might be nervous. Give her a second
I do not agree
time.
with this at all.
Well,
yeah, give her a second time, man.
You gotta
No.
think, bro.
Yes.
That dude could have literally been like,
How
we
was
gotta
the
have
teacher?
sex every week, or I'm gonna go tell on you. And he could have got free teacher sex whenever he wanted.
I'm going to stop you real quick. Ed, if you break one of the legs off these brand new chairs, I'm going to lose it. Just so you know.
Yeah. But
It's
no,
brand new.
but
So
listen.
quit leaning.
She could have been nervous, and he should have gave her a second opportunity because it was her first time. That's what I'm just saying.
I don't
He
know.
probably was a player.
What do you mean you don't know?
He's probably one of those high school player people. It sounds
He
like
probably came in 2 pumps and he's blaming it on the woman.
That happens.
One pump chump. That happens.
That
happens.
So you don't admit fault.
Man, but it's funny that he turned her in.
There has to be more to the story. She probably gave him bad grades, and he was like, "Fuck this bitch."
You're going to laugh at the next story. You're going to really
Well, here,
laugh
let me
at the
ask
next
you
story.
guys. Would you guys turn her in if it was bad the first time?
No.
No, because I'd be afraid to like somehow get in trouble or something. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like no.
Because you know all the kids in the school are going to make fun of him for turning her in. He's going to get shit for that.
Especially
You
if
know
she's a
that?
good
I wish you
teacher.
could see the picture of her.
Is she
because
hot?
She's not that good looking either.
But does she have the potential to be hot?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
But here's the thing.
Maybe
Is
10
she
years before.
is she
this
doable?
picture.
That's the question.
Apparently,
Is she doable?
yes.
For who at this table?
Any of us.
Aaron? Yes.
Would Aaron finger her in the bar underneath, in front of everybody under the table?
Yes.
All right.
100%.
Would you?
Would
So she's
you
doable.
one bagger or two bagger?
I would not do this teacher.
So she's a
George
one
is,
bagger.
George is picky.
Do you have a picture of her on the tablet?
No.
No. Damn it.
I might have it on my phone though.
All right, we need
It's just-
teacher sex position moves.
I
All
don't
right.
have
it's
it on
just-
my phone.
It's just weird.
Darren would do. Dilbert
One
would
move
do.
is one move's called the honor roll.
The other one's like the F move. He would just do his Dilbert style. That's his
another
style.
one. Another move's called after school detention.
That-
Try to think, what's
Saturday
another-
school. One
say
move's
so.
called Saturday school.
Let's say school's
The
out.
one,
Yep.
One's history class.
Yep. One's called sex ed.
Yeah. And then the obvious one, gym class.
God, you should make a shirt. We should fucking make a shirt for you that just says sex ed.
Oh, that'd be
Sex ed.
Like a teacher shirt. Dude, that's fucking funny.
That
Okay.
is funny. Keep that in mind.
That's
I
funny.
would never turn.
This move is called dodgeball.
well, when we were,
I wouldn't turn anybody in.
well, I'm a little bit older
At
than you
all.
guys, so when I went to school, there was no hot teachers.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
we have
different
one.
world now.
They're one in
You know
grade-
what though?
middle
Here's
school?
the thing: you always hear about teachers having sex with students. How about the bus drivers? I see some hot bus drivers driving around now. I really do.
Yeah, I do
do
too.
see some
I will
hot bus
say.
drivers driving around, and sometimes I'd be like, I'd bang that bus
And they
driver.
know
There's
where
a
they
soulmate.
live.
Huh?
They know where they live.
Yeah.
I've never seen a hot bus driver ever.
Dude, you know
Usually
what?
it's fucking.
No,
it reminds
I've
me of
seen-
a girl with a cigar. She just put out a cigar before
I've seen
before the
some
kids
hot
get
bus
into bus.
drivers. Listen, you guys talk about getting shit done and like having like kinky sex and having some fun. Imagine finding a hot bus driver and banging her in the back of the fucking bus or in the back, or she's blowing you.
You're
over-
doing
you
it on the
have all the
retard
space.
seat.
in the back of the bus, baby.
You know what? I'm gonna start looking at bus drivers now. Thanks, Chris.
Look at that smile on his face, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's some hot bus
Aaron's
drivers out
gonna
there.
be like up in the big seat in the bus.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Aaron's laughing.
I'm thinking about it.
Every time a bus, I can't wait the next time Aaron's in the car with me. I drive past the bus. There goes Aaron.
Let me out.
Yeah, there's some hot bus drivers, guys. I'm telling you.
Really quick, on last week's show, there was a lady walking the dog. We were in mid-story. He's like, wait. Is she hot? I'm like, what the hell?
But then I got a better look, and I was like, nah, that bitch ain't hot.
All right, speaking of teachers with grades, I found another teacher story while I was on it. So I was like, it matched right into what we were talking about tonight.
Getting in trouble for fucking bad?
No. So, well, sort of.
Okay.
So here's another wild teacher story. Kristen Kita, a teacher from Baltimore, Maryland, was arrested for sexual relations with two of her male students, started her trial this past week.
Two of them?
It was two students.
They double dues.
So, but it's one.
They put it in one trial.
Yeah, it was one trial.
Yeah.
But yeah, she started her trial this past week. One of her lawyer's arguments was that both of the 16-year-old boys' grades improved over the time they were having sexual engagement.
Oh,
Yeah. That
so
was
they
one
were
of the
performing
lawyers-
right in the bedroom.
Yeah, yep.
Or they actually improved the
So the
grades because
boys-
they wanted more.
Well, it's
Like-
but that was one of the lawyer's arguments for the teacher having sex with her student.
That's like if a brothel opens
Why
up
would-
and they give discounts for
I'm
good
not gonna
grades.
care about that.
Could you imagine, like, the argument in court, the judge? Like, we say this all the time, like, the judge or the doctor, but the judge, or like the lawyer,
jury.
The lawyer says that, the jury's faces, the parents' faces when the lawyer says that.
That's fucked
It
up.
is-
Well, your boys are passing now.
Well, yeah, exactly. Isn't that good?
Hey, if they got F's for the parents might be like, oh, he's got an A now.
Yeah, why?
My little Johnny's so smart. I knew he was smart.
Johnny's getting good grades now. Dude, that's fucked up. I would have loved to be in there to see everybody's
Oh my
face
God.
on that comment.
I just thought of the
Well,
other
what-
sex move.
I mean, that lawyer's reaching for any sort
After
of.
school tutoring is the other sex move.
After school tutoring?
Yeah.
I don't think that one
No.
works. As a
No.
position?
The
What
teacher.
position would that
All right,
be?
fine. The teacher's assistant.
How about teacher's pet?
No, that just sounds like a furry move.
No, that's
and I'm
just
not
like a
about
gerbil.
that.
They make a gerbil crawl up your ass.
Oh, that's
So
close.
here,
That's wrong.
here's a random out of blue question.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys ever met a teacher, just say you just were out and you guys
Yes.
met a teacher.
He's
No.
Sorry.
You guys met a teacher, like you guys were out and you met a teacher and you guys went on a date.
Okay.
And she was like, and you guys were just talking. She's just like, you can ask me any questions. Would you ask her if she ever hooked up with a student?
Yeah.
Because I would.
Yeah,
Like,
that
are you-
That would be one of my first questions.
Are you
I
a,
ever asked her.
so you're a student like in like high school?
No,
And you see-
our age.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you met a girl
Oh.
and then you guys went on a date. Would you guys ask her? So, have you ever hooked up with one of your students?
yeah, that would definitely.
'Cause that would be
that'd
one
a
of my
question on
questions,
my
too.
list, yeah.
You also got to think about how many teachers have hooked up with students and never got caught.
Oh, I'm sure
Well,
there's
it's
a
so
lot.
hard now, like because Snapchat and social media, like it's so like you tell a friend and he texts someone.
Oh yeah, I get that.
It's impossible now.
But-
that's why there's so many stories in today.
But there's got to be a few kids that keep their mouths shut, too.
You would hope.
Well, like I said, you could keep that teacher hostage for if you want sex anytime, basically. I mean, if you're a dick, you know.
yeah, be like, yeah, right. Keep her hostage. Be like,
And you could probably get
Not-
money
I'm
from
not-
her and anything.
I'm not promoting it, chat, but just
Hey,
saying.
teachers don't make that much
Aaron.
money.
Aaron's like, I need to find a teacher,
Yeah.
professor.
You're like, you're gonna bring me a
Oh,
steak tomorrow, bitch, for
professor.
lunch. And that's what you're gonna do.
All
huh?
the kids are like, why is he eating flaming young and mac and cheese for lunch? And they're eating like off their lunch tray.
I know, dude. Holy shit.
Extra sloppy.
I don't understand. I still want to know why that kid turned her in, because it wasn't good.
He probably.
Because that guy's a fucking idiot.
He just sounds
man.
like
bad
he's probably one of
doesn't
the
have to be.
douchebags of the school.
He is a
Maybe-
douchebag.
maybe
I would
she
have
was
gave her a
ran
second
through
chance.
Aaron, did we have any hot teachers when we went to school that you could think of? You could say their names.
I don't.
We're
not really.
we're adults now.
Not really in high school. I don't really remember middle school teachers that well, to be honest. It's sort of sad.
Everyone was
I remember
in love-
elementary school, but I mean, I was
everyone
little. I
in love
wasn't thinking
with
about
Miss
that.
Lennon though in middle school. I forget what she taught. I think she was social.
I
studies.
heard. Yeah, I don't remember what she looks like, but people did.
But other
talk
than that,
about
I don't
her.
remember any hot teachers, and everybody in high school was in love with Miss Orlando. She did.
Didn't people
she
love
was
the
cheer-
Spanish teacher?
Spanish.
Yeah, the Spanish woman. So Spanish.
Romero Mora?
Or was she just a fun class? Or something?
No, everybody liked French teacher.
Yeah, Miss Purcell Phil.
Yeah, that's Miss Porcel. That's French.
No, I know, but I
Everyone hated the Spanish
okay,
teacher.
they hated her. I thought it. The
Romero
rumor.
Mora,
I thought the
you
rumor
cunt.
was that she was like good looking.
Hey, there you go. I don't know you, but there you
Romero
go.
Mora.
I'm just.
Oh.
George said, "Fuck you."
My first day, I was a freshman. I'll never forget it. My sister
God.
my sister was a great student. Straight A, honor roll, whole fucking bullshit. First day in class, I was a class clown. I was football. I was a jock. It was
Yes, you
Oh
are.
yeah.
the first day in her class though.
Oh no.
We're joking. I'm with a few buddies, and I'll never forget this. She's like, "Why can't you be more like your sister?" And I lost it. I'm like, "Because I'm not my fucking sister." And that was the last day I was in that class.
That's the first day. Jesus.
First day.
Wow.
She was a witch. Fuck you, Romero Mora.
I remember in health class, back then, we had projectors, and you were able to, have textbooks, and they showed STDs on the screen and everything, because that's what they were when I was in high school. That's what they did. And I remember they showed an STD, and I was like, hey, I had that once. In the hallway I went for like a week. And I was like, come on, that was just a joke. No sense of humor, man.
The other, I
was like,
remember another thing when we were in middle school. Did you have Miss McKee?
I'm pretty sure.
The naughty words. If you said something bad, like she
yeah,
caught
yeah.
you saying like shit,
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
have to make a naughty card, and then you'd
Yeah.
put it up on the door. And there was also a penalty box, they called it. It was like duct taped box outside the classroom that you had to sit in. And it was like just big enough that you had to be inside. So stupid.
What, just because you said a naughty word?
Yeah, or you'd get
Doesn't
kicked out of
that-
class, and there would be like, in the penalty box, get out. And you had to be in the penalty box.
Did you guys always sharpen your pencil like on purpose, like all the way to like the end?
Yeah, and your pencil was
It was like
inch
this
long.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, I did, just so I wasn't
I want to see Ed as a student. Like I could see him like pissing teachers off, like with his
He
pencil.
wasn't intentional.
Dude, I was on so much Adderall in school. I was such a good student. It's when I wasn't on Adderall that I was a problem.
I was always.
There was a day. I remember in high school where I forgot to take my dose in the morning, and I my study hall period. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to the nurses so I can go home and get my Adderall because I'm not gonna make it through this day if I don't. And they all knew something was wrong because I had no focus. I was like I was unable to do anything. And like, all right, yeah, you're fine. Coincidentally, the teacher or the nurse that was in the office was my nurse in Edison Elementary when I split my chin open in the nurse's office. I had to get stitches. So she's like, yeah, let's just call your mom real quick. Call my mom up. All right, good. And then I walked home real quick. Made a snack too, and then I walked back. I'm eating food.
Oh, little Ed's eating some food. All happy.
The
and
teacher
shit.
was so happy to get him out of the class for 25 minutes. They're like, thank God he's gone.
I learned because I remember I had health in the second period. I learned nothing that day, which was okay because I remember reading through and we were going on about bacteria. And like if I had a point to become monk level OCD, it would have been in that class. Reading that, where like you're always exposed to germs, no matter what. Viruses are all around you. I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, All right, I'm not reading this now. Like, if I read this, it'll change my life forever. So I'm like, fuck this.
Do you guys remember watching that while we're in school talk all of a sudden? Do you guys remember watching like the video of like how a baby's conceived? And it's like the sperm like swimming. Do you remember that? I remember it was
No, we
6th
didn't.
grade.
I didn't have to do that.
There was a fucking sperm cartoon, and he's just like swimming really hard. He's like racing the other sperms to get to the egg. He's like, oh, I'm gonna win.
I remember now they're like, well, that used to be an old perception that it was the first sperm to get through to break the shell of the egg would impregnate the woman, but they found out later on that actually sometimes there's one sperm behind it that waits for another sperm to break the seal and it sneaks in past
Smart little guys.
And
Yeah.
that is Ed's drunk random fact of the day.
Correct. That is it. That is his random drunk thought of the day.
So, remember a few weeks ago when we were talking about, like, the nursery rhymes, like the fuck a duck, screw a kangaroo, and then Ed sang his little frog. Go ahead. How does it go?
What the little green
No,
frog
I'm just
one
kidding. You don't have to
day.
sing the whole thing. So, we actually got a message to that mini clip on our TikTok. This
Okay.
happened 2 weeks ago. I was supposed to be on last week's show, but I'm glad you guys are here because it was us 4 on the show. So, yeah, like I said, I sang the fuck a ducks. He sang his little frog song. So a listener messaged us to our TikTok page. He said, I have a funny nursery song for you guys. And so the funny thing is, you know, have you heard Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie?
No.
So this is his version of that he
Okay.
heard as a kid. So I was like, so then I messaged back. I'm like, well, that's kind of funny because my name's George that runs the show. And so he's like, no fucking way. I'm like, yes. I'm like, I was like, we have to talk about this on Monday's show, which was supposed to be last week, but it's coming on today. So this was his version that he heard as a kid. Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie shot his load in his girlfriend's eye. When that eye crusted shut, Georgie Porgy fucked that one-eyed slut.
Oh,
So
Dude,
like,
that's fucking
I was like,
awesome.
that was the message I got to our TikTok page. I'm like, I have to fucking
That is
share that with you guys.
hilarious,
oh,
man.
thank you, viewer. That's fucking phenomenal.
That is hilarious, man. Whoever that guy is, that was hilarious.
Yeah, so ridiculous though. I was like, I'm funny as hell. I'm like, it was just perfect because I was like, my name's George. I'm like, I'm fucking talking
Dude,
about
ship
this
that
on Monday's show.
motherfucker a shirt, man.
So stupid.
Ship that
though.
dude a shirt. That is hilarious. Fuck that one ice.
Yeah, I was like,
That is
definitely
awesome.
talking about that on the show. So I thought I had to mention that. I don't remember his name exactly, but hilarious. Oh, all right. So here's an odd one for you guys. Very strange, but yet so funny. Kimberly Stacy, age 39, broke into her neighbor's house during the day while the neighbors were at work. The surveillance cameras in the home shows that Kimberly Stacy smoked some sort of substance from a bowl she pulled out of her pocket. So in this person's house, smoked a bowl.
I'm picking crack.
She pet the dog, the neighbor's dog inside the house. God. Did the neighbor's dishes,
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
and then just left the house.
So math.
Yeah,
So
math, yeah,
nothing
there you
was
go.
reported stolen
there
or
you go.
anything like that. The neighbors did end up calling the police, and Kimberly Stacy was charged with breaking and entering charges.
You bastard. She should put him in a
But I'm
notice,
just like,
an
so
invoice for doing
she
the
might-
dishes
She
for
had to be
him.
on drugs, broke in this house, forgot what she was doing, probably thought she was at home, did the dishes, and just left.
So there is a thing I remember legally that was if they don't have the knowledge of intentionally breaking into a place, they assume it's their house. Like some people like they enter a wrong apartment or something. Or let's say you have the same vehicle and you thought you parked somewhere and you enter in that vehicle because it's unlocked, but it's not yours, and you're like, oh well, fuck, I shouldn't be here, and you leave. You're supposed to have like some level of like. Not your fault, no skin off your back.
Yeah, but what happens if you fucking break in your house, I shoot you with a gun?
That,
I didn't
that's
mean to break
stand your
into your
ground.
house.
That's stand your ground. If you shoot them for breaking in your house, when
Yeah,
they didn't mean to.
Ed, you break into my house, I shoot you.
Well, I think.
Yeah, that's
but then
also
your
fine.
but your
Well,
excuse is, oh, I thought this
I'm
was
dead.
my
You
house.
shot me.
No, I shot you in the kneecap.
I'm still dead. I'm gonna bleed out from
No,
that.
I
No,
think.
not necessarily.
I think that's just talking about like
Pretty sure.
you're just intentional. Oh shit, You know what I mean? Like, this
It's
is
like
my
if you
car,
don't
and then you
shoot
get
them.
out quickly. You know what I mean?
Ohio has stand your ground
Right,
laws,
so Ed
doesn't it?
actually thinks this is his house, right? He walks into my house, I shoot him in the kneecap,
I don't think he.
and then his excuse is,
This
oh,
house
I thought
is
this was my
not
house.
Well, I don't
my
think we
house,
thought about
alright? Run down, rink-a-dink piece of shit.
Well, he may
1-4.
not get in trouble, but he'll have to deal with the injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might not get in
I
trouble.
could still sue you, though. Civil lawsuit.
Well, shit, you broke into my house.
I was looking to see if you're okay. I haven't heard from you in a couple
Oh,
days.
shit. Like, I don't fucking know this
I wanted to
twerp.
make sure you wasn't dead.
Can I tell a funny story? That's where. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Did you break into a house?
no, but I wish
I
August
could
was
see that.
listening. So his grandma lives on the same street as where my grandpa used to live, and his grandma always invited us over for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Went over to the house one day. I didn't know exactly where the house was, what house it was. So I went 3 houses down thinking it was the house. I knocked on the door. No one really answered. Went to the side door, knocked. I didn't go into the house, but like I almost like opened the screen door. Someone came to the door. I'm like, I didn't recognize him. I'm like, is Grandma Jackie here? Person looked at me like, no. I'm like, what about August? No. I'm holding like a 6-pack of beer. I start laughing my ass off. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm at the wrong house. I'm laughing. So I figure out it's like 4 houses down. I call. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there. I get a call from the cops. Or it might have been my parents or the cops, one of the two. And they're like, Aaron, did you try entering someone's house? No, yeah, this was the cops. They're like, sir, did you try entering someone's house? And I'm like, no.
Your number so fast.
I don't know, because they called the cops. No, I think they called the cops. That car was, no, my parents called me because it was registered under their name. But basically, I had to explain to the cops, I'm like, I'm sorry I entered the wrong house. I'm not drunk, but like these people called the cops on me. And
Once again,
Aaron starts in a panic
didn't-
too because he's like,
But like that's a great instance where you're not intentionally doing
Well,
something
yeah.
wrong. You mistook the
I-
house,
and
and
I-
while it is breaking and everything.
I always have fights with people. I'm like, why would you call the cops over that? And they're like, well, you were entering. I'm like, I didn't really enter the house. I was ready to walk
yeah, but
into
what
the
if
side
what if
door.
you were a robber and that was like,
But-
you were sneaking into the house, hoping no one was home, and then if someone was
Dude,
like,
there
oh,
were,
I'm sorry,
dude, there
this
was
is
like
the
3 to
wrong
4
house.
cars. You could tell there were people there. It was like a party going on,
Right.
probably for the Browns, because I was
And
going
that's
over
what
there
you
for like a
thought,
Browns
too,
game.
Yeah.
But I'm like, didn't these people watch me get in my car and drive 4 houses down? You know what I mean? If they really would have like cared that much, I don't know. So I remember that day, like I like stayed there for a couple hours and I made sure I was sober because I was like 1 or 2 beers in when I got this call. I'm like, well, I can't leave now.
It's actually,
you know what I mean?
I have a story like this too, actually. Now I think about it, I was in high school and I was going to see a girl. She lived in like these little, it was like almost condos. So they all kind of looked alike and they were all kind of attached.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I thought I was at her. I walked right in and it's just dark. I'm like, hello? I'm like, I think I'm in the wrong apartment. So I get up, leave. I'm like, oh fuck, I was just in the wrong house, and I was 1 block away from the right apartment. I was like, oh fuck, I just walked.
Aren't you glad they
I
didn't
walked,
shoot
like,
you in the knee?
I walked from like here to there in like the kitchen, like, I'm like, hello. I'm like, glad no one was home or dog.
No, exactly.
Rottweiler takes my fucking leg off.
It's messed up, man.
Fuck, scary, bro. Scary.
Never walked into somebody's wrong house or anything like that before in my life.
I had one friend that'd be like, dude, just walk in. You don't have to knock. He's still like that. He's like, yeah, if you're coming over and you're coming over, dude, just come in. I'm not getting up for you to open the door.
Like, is Grandma Jackie here?
Okay.
Is Big Og here? And they looked at me like, no, buddy. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm laughing. They probably think I'm hammered as I'm holding like a 6-pack of beer. Really, I wasn't even drinking it. I just thought I was laughing.
They look down, so twisty. I
was laughing at myself. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. My bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
911. We got to call the cops in the cop Happy Sue world.
One of the funny comments to that story, as I was reading just the comments to like the lady breaking in doing the dishes. One of the comments was, "Is she available tomorrow?"
You know what?
Can she clean my house?
I thought you were gonna maybe say that the person broke in, smoked that. Can you imagine breaking into somebody's house and you accidentally like fall and break your leg? and you can't fucking leave the house because your leg is fucking broken.
Oh,
So
I would be- I
so
would
you're
crawl
laying
out
there
one
in the
way.
family room. You're like, well, I'm going to jail. My leg's broke. I can't fucking leave.
Oh, I would crawl out of that house somehow.
well, or
another.
some
have
some sort of injury where you
That's
can't.
when you say
fucking
know what I
bear
mean?
trap.
Oh my God.
Fucking, you go into someone's basement,
Jesus
a bear trap
Christ.
just breaks your fucking leg, and you're now what?
You have to crawl out.
You ain't
I know.
crawling out,
I'm
you're-
just
you're
hypothetically
dragging that
thinking.
bi-
You
know
know
how
what I mean?
fucking heavy those things are?
They're heavy. Like 50 pounds.
That's when you just call on yourself and just be like, I'm unarmed.
Yeah.
Just come and get me.
Yeah, basically.
My hands are in the air. Don't shoot.
Yeah, that's probably.
Your
the smartest
lucky
bet.
fucking bear trap hits your ankle. Your phone slides like 20 yards away on the, and you're like dragging your dead body weight.
Oh man, that's not gonna be fun.
No.
That would not be fun.
So last week you guys weren't here, so I want to hear your guys' answer.
Okay.
We talked about. Remember when we talked about the gorilla?
Yeah, 100 men.
Yeah, so-
yeah.
First in line to fight a gorilla, or last in line with Bonnie Blue.
Is that the?
Bonnie Blue's the lady that had sex with 1,000 people in a day.
Last in line with 100.
I mean,
Bonnie Blue.
Well, yeah, last in line. I mean,
So you're going into.
I'm not fucking with a gorilla, man.
well, yeah, there's no chance.
No.
I'm 100%
Me,
dead.
see,
Whatever.
Yeah,
me and
me and
Chris,
George.
me and
You're
Chris
saying-
went gorilla.
We want gorilla.
You're saying I could either get mauled by a gorilla or fuck a girl. Oh, let's
No,
go with
you don't
fuck
have-
a
you don't
girl.
have to- you just have to go in first.
Once again, I either get mauled by a gorilla or fuck
Who
a
says the
porn
gorilla
star.
mauls you?
Yeah.
Chris said he was going to play dead with his ass up in the air.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Chris,
In my
you
group
need
chat,
to
we
just
all
go
have-
to a furry convention if that's your kink right now.
In my group
okay?
chat, we all have numbers for that. Like,
What number are
Look.
you?
oh God, I think I was like 1,100 or something. So yeah, we already got. We all got. We got numbers, man. So
Nah. Ugh. I couldn't imagine that being 1,001.
The
No
question
thanks.
is, do you make eye contact with every single one of the guys after they're done with her?
Yeah, you guys all slap hands on the way out.
yeah, I was about to say it.
Slap hands!
Good
slap
game,
hands,
good
slap
game.
hands!
You're just
Yeah,
going
good
by
game,
like
good
the end
game,
of a
good game.
baseball game.
Good game. Good game.
Jeez.
So you guys went Bonnie Blue. You disgusting weirdos.
I can
Ugh,
wear a condom.
disgusting. All the juices from other men slapping you
Yeah.
with your ball sack. You, ugh.
It's
That
gross.
is
I'm not.
pretty gross.
Aaron's smiling.
That's
You're like, it's kind of hot.
Yeah, no, he's got the biggest smile on his face.
Damn, Aaron.
Aaron, I want to see Aaron's Pornhub search history, because that shit is dirty. It's dirty, ain't it? Like foot on back of neck, Dilbert style.
Sometimes you got to get to page 15 to 20 for the good.
What was that one? An Alabama pig roast pops up in his forehead.
Aaron went home that night, Alabama pig roast. So we're gonna add a would you rather in every show
Oh, I
from
love
now
Would You
on
Rathers.
after
I
this.
fucking love
So
Would You
that
Rathers.
was last week.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
like, oh, that
great.
was kind of fun little. So here it is. Would
Oh, I
you
love
rather?
these. Love these to death.
Would you rather have a third eye that you could see the future, or a third ear that you could hear anything from the past?
Third eye so I can see the future.
Third eye to see the future, or a third ear to hear anything from
I
the
can
past?
know what the next crypto boom will be. I know exactly
Yeah, but
when
you
to
have
sell.
a third eye.
Exactly.
No, so like so
Where
you,
is it? Is it like
you
on my
phys- right
butthole
here.
or is it right on my forehead?
Right
yeah,
here.
I'm doing third eye.
Third eye, and your
I'm
3rd
gonna,
ear
I'm
is
gonna
like,
go to. I could go to Comic Cons and be 1010, Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
and do solar flare jokes and shit. That'd be great. Or TN.
Yeah, you
not
gotta do,
10.
you gotta do the third.
TN.
You gotta do the
So
third.
I don't know if I want to know.
You gotta
the
do the
future.
third eye.
I do.
Well,
What if
you
I don't
what,
want to
that-
know it? I can
What
close
if you find
it.
out when you're dying, and you're like, and it's a week away, and you're like, fuck, I'm dying.
Yeah, but you gotta take
You
that
can
risk
change
though.
the future. It's not written in stone, man.
But at least you know, so you can prepare.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't want to know when I'm dying.
Well, if it's natural causes, then you're gonna die
Okay.
a lot later.
Well,
if
what
it's-
would change it is you have the third eye.
If it's an accident, you could stop the accident.
No,
from
but that
happening.
okay, but let's just add in if you have the third eye, you can't change your death date. That, you know, to me that seems reasonable.
No.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
you gotta add something.
Time
to it.
is not a straight line. It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
It's true, but still.
Time's man-made.
Time is an illusion. Lunchtime,
But
doubly so.
Third eye, you could see what to invest in. You could find the next Amazon. Easy.
There is no next Amazon.
Whatever,
Amazon's
you
gonna
know
get
what-
broken
whatever,
up
you know what
eventually
I
as a
mean.
monopoly.
See, I'd rather
for
go to
transportation
the
services.
past and hear the future, because then you could get rich and buy like land for like $10.
You said you have an ear to hear the past.
Yeah, so-
you would hear any.
But you
any
can't do anything
conversations.
from back then.
Yeah.
You're
thought
not traveling back in time to do something about it.
But I would hear.
Yeah,
what
what good
happened.
does that do you
I
in
can
the
expose
future?
people.
That's all in the
I
past.
can expose Ed.
Well, I do.
I don't know,
Exactly.
but I would hear something.
So, yeah,
I
I
can
could make
expose
fun of you
George.
about.
First
But
off,
see, in
why,
the future, man,
why
I
is
mean,
it that
you
you
can-
have that power and you want to hear about my life?
You could see like what the next big thing is, and you can steal it from somebody
Yeah,
before
right
they
before
do
it's
it.
about to happen.
Or you-
Yeah.
or you-
Before they do
Exactly.
it.
That's what I'm
I
kind of
would-
getting at.
I would love to hear what a smartass I was as a child. Honestly, I feel like that'd be a good old time. I'd sit down, have a beer, play some video games, and listen to it like it's a podcast. Be like, oh yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
think
I
we need to
hated
put
that
Ed back
teacher.
on medication.
I need health care first.
So what are you going with, Chris?
Jeez, man, with that third eye, man, you could see.
But that's just for the future.
You can also think about it this way. You could see what could happen if you do certain circumstances, so you can almost guarantee always going home with a woman.
But you can also see if your girl's cheating on you or not.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, because that would be
But
in the
what
future.
if you cause her to cheat on you because you look into the future to see if she cheats on you?
What?
It's like
what?
It's like the idea of
What?
the mere observation of an experiment can change the outcome of an experiment, which
No, that's the
transfers
thing
in-
is you only see it. You can't change the outcome of what the
no,
future's
that's
gonna
not
be.
how it works though.
Oh.
That is. You can
Wait,
only
what's that?
see the future, what's going to happen.
But like that's also like saying if
So
you
you-
don't do anything about it and you just do nothing, that it will still happen. That's like saying I'm gonna get hit by a bus
Yeah.
in 10 days, but I stay in my home for 10 days.
Yeah, you're
There-
going to get hit
I'm
by
still
that
gonna
bus.
get hit
That's
by
your
that
death.
bus in the
That's your
car
death.
and the house. No, that's not how that works.
Oh, so you can't change the future, though.
No, you just
No,
see
you
what's
can
going
totally
to
change the
No,
future.
you're not changing anything. You're either going to the past
No.
to hear something from the past, or you're going to the future to see what's going to happen.
You don't need the eye to do
So-
that. You need
so-
a time machine, all right?
So you can't.
You don't
look-
need the ear for that ear.
That's
You-
No,
the
you can't.
discussion.
That
look.
wasn't
No,
your
no.
premise of
It's-
this. You
guys
said
are-
would you
you're
either
hearing what-
like another
So,
ear to
What
hear
he
the
is-
what happened in the
you're not
past?
understanding what he's saying about the third
He
eye.
didn't
and seeing
premise
the
any
future.
of that. Yes, see, that's the thing. Seeing the future and going to the future to see it are two different things.
You see what happens in the future.
But you're not
But
going to
but
the
can I-
future to
can I-
see
Can I
it.
act on it?
Then
No, you
So-
can't.
That's
Yeah.
what happens.
So even if I saw this little small startup company was going to be huge in 10 years, I couldn't like see that and then like start investing.
No.
in them
no,
now.
you could.
Well, yeah, because you would be in today.
So then you can affect that, and you can affect the future.
So like Chris, if he knows his truck needs his muffler's about to take a shit, but he sees that today,
He's one brake caliber's about to
he
break.
could
he's gonna
go
slide
get a
on
new
Dead Man's
muffler and
Curve.
just get ready
Right.
for that.
Correct.
So you can do that.
So
yeah,
you
give
can.
me the eye.
Give me the eye.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear what happened in the past.
See, I don't even think he understands his own question right now.
The question is, would you rather have a third eye that can see the future or a third ear that you can hear anything from the past?
So just based on that, third eye.
Third eye.
Third eye.
I don't want to know the future
I don't.
at all.
I love the
No.
Nothing about it.
All right. Would you rather be able to read somebody's mind or be able to convince people to do anything you want?
I could pretty much convince anybody to do anything I want now.
No, just Aaron.
I was gonna say with the past, that might make you more angry because I feel like you'll try to learn what everybody truly like might think about you more. You know what I mean? Like, so if you go with the past, you gotta control yourself from not wondering like, you know, like do people hate me or what do people think? I know you don't care about that, but like, I don't know. I feel like the past can just get you more angry. I understand the future part. You might be worried about like seeing people die and shit like that, but like I don't know. It just depends. Do you want to be angry or do you want to be worried? I feel like that's like the two.
You know what's
things you
worse
get.
about it is you can't convince somebody about having an ear that, like, oh, this ear lets me hear the past. You can't convince somebody that. But if you can see the future, you'd be like, yeah, this is going to happen, and eventually they'll believe you because you get it right so many times.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one, Gerard. That's different. I like that.
And I don't want to read people's minds either. No thanks. That'd be awful.
I don't have to.
It'd be awful because, like, if you think this, like, a person actually likes you, and then you find out, like,
No.
It's like that movie. What is that
movie?
movie called? What Do Women Think? What was that movie?
With Mel Gibson?
Yeah. What was that movie called? What Do Women Think?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I do not want anything to do with reading people's minds. I don't want anything to do with the future either.
I don't mind
Jimmy
reading.
Ward commented, he said, I got in the wrong car today after work.
Well,
Go figure, Jimmy.
I remember I was on a first date with one of my exes, and literally we went to a store and walked back out to the car. And I don't know, I think she went to the bathroom. I was like putting stuff over. They were literally, her car was right here, and then there was the same fucking color car, RAV4. I'm opening the door. I'm like, why is this not opening? And then she's like, Aaron, the car's over there. And literally at the same time, like, this older lady was walking out, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, you see why I did this? She's like, oh, you're fine, honey.
I've done that in the parking lot when I got my new car.
Same color. I'm like, Jesus Lord.
When I got my new car, I was at Walmart, and I forgot I had my new car.
Oh,
and I went to get in my old Impala.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, shit, this isn't even my car.
I was about to say, that old Impala and your car. No, I see your car all the fucking time.
Everywhere. Yeah,
so
everywhere.
it is. You know what's weird, too? When you notice somebody. Okay, well, not Chris, because Chris's truck is special.
Oh, my God. That
There's
thing
nothing,
I could spot a
That's
mile
what I'm
away.
saying, but, like, it's funny, like, when you
Special for a special man.
I
That's
see
right.
it regularly
Like-
coming out of Lowe's, and I'm like, oh, well, there's Mr. Estivo.
I was gonna say, it's funny when you meet somebody and you see their car, and then you start seeing that car, you notice it driving. But in any other day, if you didn't know that person, you wouldn't give two shits about that car.
That is funny.
Nope.
Where are we at on time here? Okay, perfect, because we have one final story
Oh, beautiful.
left. And this is the best one of... I always save the best for last, usually.
Damn right.
And it'll hit home with Ed because he's worked in food industry. Aaron, you've worked in the food industry one time or another. You worked in food industry. We all worked in food industry, actually.
Everybody should at least once in their life.
So the last story takes the cake.
Oh boy.
Brandon Woodworth, age 66, from Salt Lake City, Utah, has worked for McDonald's for over 35 years.
Oh no.
This past week, an employee found Brandon Woodworth dead in an outside walk-in freezer. The strange thing is Brandon wasn't working that day or the night before. Brandon's wife has been arrested for drugging him and letting him freeze to death in the walk-in freezer. Brandon's wife used his work keys to get into the freezer to lock him in. Her quote from the story was, "He spent all of his time at work, so he should die there too."
Damn.
Damn, man.
What a bitch.
These women are brutal
That's
anymore,
brutal.
man.
And he was fucking, what did I say, 66
66
years old.
old.
So she's at least 66.
She's
Somewhere
somewhere
close to
around
that
there.
age.
Man,
Drugged him and dragged him and put him in the fucking freezer?
these women are brutal.
And you know those freezers, the fucking freezers are cold, those walk-ins, bro.
Yeah.
They,
Well, yeah,
it
Yeah,
is
they're
cold.
Yeah, no,
And
they are. They're
He was
cold.
probably 66. He probably was a little guy. He probably wasn't. He was probably some like little.
No, I'm thinking he's heavy.
You
He's
think?
worked at McDonald's for 35
Yeah,
years. All the
I'm
fucking
thinking of one of the
McChickens.
sweet like old men that would. Like I worked at Walmart, they give you the little stickers, like the little smiley faces,
The
Like those guys-
greeter, the Walmart greeter.
Yeah, the Walmart greeters. Yeah, they were always like little older
That's
people.
crazy.
That is unbelievable.
Did he
I would
die?
like to see that
Yeah,
footage.
killed him.
I want to see the
Frozen
footage
death.
of her dragging him in there and stuffing him in there.
Could you imagine, like, you're the first you're the fucking employee that finds the guy that's been there for 35
Well,
years?
you know he's not going to smell because he's kept fresh.
That's right. He doesn't stink.
Fresh, never frozen.
Fresh
That's right.
from frozen. Not
Dude,
this
it's
time.
just like women, man. I mean, that's brutal. She poisoned
Dude,
him.
women are evil.
Yeah, she drugged him. So he must have passed out or something, like chloroform or fucking something.
Xanax and alcohol.
Frozen, but like she had to have this plan.
Run
Oh yeah, she had
faster,
this
girl.
plan. I mean, she had this planned out for a while.
Why did
Well,
I walk that
that's what I'm
fast?
saying. He was probably little if she dragged him into the car, So
They
he
might
probably
both
was a
have been
little-
big. She might have been big too.
Yeah, they could have been two beefy
Hey,
patties.
he could have been skinny, bro. She could have been a big
all
bitch.
beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese,
Double
and a
quarter
sesame
pounders, baby.
seed
That's
bun.
how it
Hey,
is, yeah. Two
he
double
could have been
quarter
skinny.
pounders.
She could have been big.
I
That's
know,
true.
whatever.
He could have brought
She
her
said
home.
he
leftover
worked all
McDonald's
times to let
35
him die
years.
there, huh?
No, she just wanted.
Yep. Her
she-
quote was, "He spent all of his time at work, so he should die there too."
Why was he needing to die then, though?
Here's the problem with women. Okay, it happened.
Dating advice with
It,
Kristen
it,
Steve.
no, it happened when I was married. Oh, I want this, I want that. So you work more to provide, so your wife can shut the fuck up, and you give her what she wants.
Yeah.
But then when you work more,
Then
you know
you're
what
not
happens?
around.
You're not around to do family things. It's this and that.
My
And it's
old
like,
Warren
hey,
said that
I
to
was
me
working
one day.
more because you said you wanted this, and this for the
partner.
family. Then you don't work, and then it's, oh, we can't afford to do this and that. And it's like, what do you want from me? Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to work more? Or do you want this stuff?
Right.
Because you can't keep a woman happy in that stuff. And I wonder if it was that kind of situation. She wanted things so he's working more, and then when he wasn't working, then he was working too much.
Say he's working more to get away from that bitch.
He might have.
Opposite.
He might have been. He might have been working, so he was like, I can't stand this bitch, but I don't want to get divorced, so I'm just going to work more because he's 66 years old. You know what I'm saying?
That man just wanted an egg McMuffin and a coffee every morning too.
That's right.
That free employee meal, man.
It's a shame.
I don't think they do it anymore.
Ed, you walk into
How dare you.
Condados. You walk in your fucking walk-in freezer.
Oh, it's
You
not a freezer.
see, I don't. If there was one,
I see Aaron's body in there.
yeah, you see Dilbert's body dead in the cooler.
Well, I'd be like, how the fuck do you get inside our store?
How did all that meat
It's
keep
got-
him warm?
How did it keep him warm? Well, ours
I
is in
wonder
a
if he
freezer.
just
Ours
like
is a
opened
cooler
it and
'cause
just
all our
realized
food's
he was dead, or do you think he did was like, hey,
Yeah,
like,
Oh, you do
like,
it. Hey.
like, do you think he poked him a little bit? And was like, hey,
Oh, I mean, I would.
you know?
I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
I would
with
be
one
like,
of
oh,
those spatulas?
actually, I probably wouldn't touch him to start. I'd probably be like, oh, fuck, I would call someone or like go to get manager
Yeah,
or something.
like, hey,
someone
boss,
else.
I think we might have a problem in the walk-in cooler, man. So-and-so might be dead in the walk-in cooler.
Brandon is dead in the cooler.
Walk-in cooler. I'm going to go take a lunch because I see some shit that I didn't want to see. So I'm going to grab Egg McMuffin and an orange juice. And I'm going to grab a motherfucking hash brown.
Poor Brandon. He was a staple for the community, too. He's been there for 35 years. He's probably had his name in the, oh, I walked to work 35 years and served.
Probably never missed a day either.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
So she's done. I mean,
Yeah,
she's gonna
in, yeah,
she'll go to
she's in jail.
yeah, she's gonna go to jail. She's gonna finish off her life there, 66. Probably
Die in
die.
prison.
If they don't give her what fucking that's a premeditated, right? That would deserve the death penalty.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah,
not
she
gonna
would
give
die
it to her
in-
because
she'd die in prison before
she's
the
death
she's so
penalty.
old. She'll probably die of a heart attack during the the trial or whatever they're gonna give her.
I hope to God somebody brings her McDonald's.
Oh,
In jail.
Oh,
Please.
that'd
That
be
should, that should be
great.
her punishment.
She
She
should
has to
have-
eat McDonald's every
No,
day.
she has to
Yeah.
work
Can I get
at
some of that
McDonald's every
Can I
day.
Can I get a Big Mac and a fry? I
Every
mean,
day.
but that just shows you how
She gets a
cruel.
kid's meal every day.
That just shows you.
Nothing
I mean,
else.
I wonder how long they've been together. They're saying the story
They
how
did
long
not
they've been
say.
together.
They're 66 years old and he's worked there for 35 years. So I'm guessing they've been together
Probably
for a long
married
time.
at least 20 years.
Dude, I
probably.
can't believe that people can do that stuff. I mean, that's pretty ballsy. I mean, it takes a lot up here to be able to do that to your wife or your husband.
Wonder if maybe he was a maintenance guy since he had keys.
Well, he could have been a manager.
Well,
He's
yeah,
worked
that-
there for 35
no,
years.
He
I'm
I-
sure
probably
had a
can,
key.
maybe he's open and closes the
Yeah.
place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might just work a night shift or a morning shift to
Yeah.
open or close the place.
Do you do you put out like a press release from that restaurant? Like that this guy just died next to all of our frozen patties?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, do they clean that whole freezer out and just throw everything away that's
I
in
don't
there?
know. I I don't know.
Do the cops take it all in as evidence and they just have a good McDonald's breakfast day or
Frying stuff
something?
on the grills outside.
Everybody brings in their deep fryer and their
Yeah.
what else? What is that thing called?
The Blackstone.
Like a black? No,
The
not a
flat
Blackstone. What's that? Air fryer and everything like that. Like we're gonna eat McDonald's
Frying
for
up
the next.
everything.
We're gonna eat McDonald's the next week, people. Oh my God, dude.
Wild though, man.
No Dunkin' today, boys.
That's just messed up.
Aaron, what would you do?
What?
You find a dead body in there.
I mean, probably start shaking the person, like you said, a little bit, just
It
to see
depends.
what they do. But I mean, you'd feel like once they don't respond, I mean,
Well, there's something in that cooler you need. I'm like, oops, sorry, just a moment for me. I
You
just
know what
step
it
over
is?
the
It's one
body.
of those situations you could say whatever you want right now, but when you're in that situation,
exactly.
you're totally different. You don't know how to respond.
Oh, it's not gonna smell. It's not gonna be that.
No,
bad.
no, it's not
No,
going to
it's just
smell,
seeing it.
but just seeing it and having to report it, and then you have to explain to the cops, like, this is what I did, and then...
You know, another part of the story was he didn't work that day or the night before, so like no one went into that freezer for at least 2 days.
That's,
So
oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
you did say that.
That's kind of interesting, right?
That's weird.
So I don't know if they keep so much food in the actual restaurant and then so much food in the freezer. I don't
no,
know.
I mean, I went to the
They have two
freezer.
freezers.
Maybe.
Yeah,
And the
but
one's a
one-
backup
one-
one.
Yeah, maybe one's a backup.
Because I went to the freezer every day when I worked in McDonald's.
That's what I'm thinking. We go to the freezer.
I did. That was my first job. I worked at McDonald's.
He was eating
Aaron-
frozen French fries and
Aaron
burgers and
was
shit.
smuggling patties in his pants.
I know. He was walking out in his fucking
the best
baggy
was,
pants.
No, the best was when breakfast ended, making yourself a sausage egg McMuffin.
Oh, all the leftover
Yeah,
breakfast
oh
food.
yeah, try to fucking make a goddamn sandwich.
Did they
Because
let
all
you
the
eat
shit
that?
has to just be thrown out. It's like fucking A.
Yeah.
It's
Did
just-
they let you eat it, though?
It depended on what manager was there. Sometimes they cared, sometimes they
See, that's
didn't.
crazy. Like,
What, do you just throw it away?
Most of it, yeah.
Then
Yeah.
who gives a fuck if you eat it?
that's crazy.
They care. It's for some reason they cared. I don't know why, what the reasons were. They just
There's
fucking
no
it
good
is
reason.
true.
I mean, they kept track of what had to be thrown out, like numbers and quantities and shit. But like, they cared.
But that's crazy. Whatever like doesn't get thrown out, why don't you like donate it to something or somebody?
Yeah.
Something like.
Yeah, take it to like a homeless shelter
I've
and
had to
let
talk.
people eat.
I forgot what somebody explained it. I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
It is stupid.
There's
because
some
I remember
sort of
Zach
stupid-
Evans used to work there
Yeah.
and at McDonald's back in high school, and I remember he would say, "Yeah, we have to throw it out." There was some stupid reason.
No, the worst was when like corporate came in and you had to follow like the freshness rules, and the freshness rules technically like are pretty like those burgers should not be sitting in those trays, fries should not be sitting out for like a long time. So a lot of food got thrown out those days when corporate came in because
Yeah, 'cause
you
would
had to
make
make
it
sure you
ready.
had to make sure there was food for the rushes so nobody waited so you wouldn't get dinged for that. But if something sat out, that
was like
minute
2
timer
hours?
was done.
It was like
Probably
your
less than that.
fresh times are like 2 hours on.
I bet you it's less than
it's
that.
less. No.
Oh, really?
Whoa,
Because
no.
that was the biggest thing when McDonald's first started, is they got it fresh to order. So there was like a freshness thing.
Yeah.
So I watched. We've all seen what's the movie with the guy that plays Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Main star in it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
can't remember the name of the movie.
Michael
but yeah.
Keaton is the main character in the McDonald's movie. But fucked up. That's McDonald's is all fucked up. That the guy that owns McDonald's, well, he's dead now. The guy that he fucked
did
over the
create
original
it,
McDonald's
yeah.
brothers. Like, dude, it's a fucked up.
Yeah.
I stopped eating there. I haven't eaten at McDonald's since I watched that movie.
I haven't
Oh,
ate
sorry,
McDonald's in
George.
a long time.
Sons of bitches. Watch the movie and it'll frustrate you. Aaron, you own a business, right? You started from the ground up,
And somebody takes it. From
and then
you.
I took the whole business from you.
No, I believe it. I know.
It's so fucked up.
I never heard that story.
You gotta watch the movie. It's on Netflix. You start a business, Chris, and I just undermine you the entire time. I was your business partner, and I know the legality of it, lawyers and everything. I have more money than you, and I took your whole fucking business. And now McDonald's is built to what it was. Dude, it's crazy. Watch the movie. You'll get pissed off. Anyhow, gentlemen, that's about the end of the show. Final last words, skid marks.
want a
Good grief! Fuck that guy.
Ladies, don't kill your men and put them in the freezer at work.
I know, right? I'm almost scared to date. I don't want to date anymore.
That's a lie.
Hey,
Liar!
Liar!
Chris, final last words, skid
Hey,
marks.
man, hope to see everybody Saturday night at Midget Wrestling. I'm excited about it. Have a great week. See you guys Saturday night.
Gilbert?
Got 2 big Saturdays ahead. It's very exciting.
2 big Saturdays.
Oh yeah, 2
very-
big Saturdays, man.
You're right.
So-
Not this week, but next week is the U.S. Open. It's gonna be amazing.
I don't care about the U.S. Open.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I care about midget wrestling and the bar crawl.
That's right.
Ed, final last word, skid marks?
U.S. Open. George, any last skid marks?
You need to start bringing some more energy, Ed.
So tired.
But that's his personality, though.
And I don't sleep well.
That's his personality.
Final last skid
Take some
marks.
trazodone at night, buddy.
Yeah, take something. Final last word, skid marks, is see us at Midget Wrestling this coming Saturday. Sign up for the bar crawl. You need your orders in by Friday so you get a shirt. And always live and die with the deep ball. That's going to do it for tonight's show of the Abraham Drinking Podcast. Please share the show, tell a friend, follow us across all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, with Chris or Stevo, Aaron Adams, Edward Scully. And as always, I'm George Gusko. Catch us next week and throughout the week. Hasta la vista.